Good morning, book besties. I am in my pajamas at almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I stayed up last night to finish this book right here. Okay, I saw one person post a video of this book a couple days ago, and I was like, I need this book. I don't read romantasy. I don't really even read romance, okay? But I just, I was like, yes, I need it. I haven't read the Magnolia Parks universe books yet, but now I will. Okay, I only haven't because I really want, the old covers, and you have to buy that as a whole box set. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to commit to a whole box set, and I haven't read any for work. Now that I've read this, I will be buying that this week. I'm ordering it, okay? You should buy this book. And also online, it's labeled as like #1. So I'm thinking and I'm hoping there's gonna be more books as long as these like stupid bandwagoners don't mess up her book deal, okay? If we don't get another book because people are being evil, I will be upset, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but I need more books from this universe. It was incredible. I loved the lore, okay? The lore, all these little pink, pale pink tabs are Neverland lore, okay? My favorite thing about this book is that I feel like when I was reading it, Jessa was channeling all the Peter Pan content that we've consumed throughout our lives. Especially if you're like a 90s girly, I feel like the newer generations maybe don't even know the movie Hook, for instance. Okay, banger of a movie. Robin Williams can get it any day. But for instance, this does not feel like that movie, but there are moments where you're like, oh, this is making me feel like, this is reminding me of Hook. Same with Killian, who plays Hook in Once Upon a Time, if you've seen that show. Great show, also terrible. It's great and terrible, and if you get it, you get it. But there's moments where you're like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of Killian from Once Upon a Time. There's moments where it feels like the Disney Peter Pan. And there's also like all this other shit that she made up because she's incredible. And then there's like this part where you're just like, it feels like in your heart, you already had this story in your heart, in your head, watching all this Peter Pan content as a kid. You're like, I don't know about you, but I romanticized them out of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, everybody when I was a kid. I was just like, they're married, I'm married to them, they're my husband, they're my wife. And that's kind of what this feels like. It's like she like channeled something in us. Like I feel like she's my bestie right now. I feel like she gets it. She's a girl's girl, Jessa. This is a great work of art, and I can't wait to see what else she puts out from this universe. I will say that there's not too much smut, which I like, but so the red tabs are the spicy scenes. And then the scenes that are spicy aren't over the top. There's like a little bit, I like that she, for a long time, hints at it, because I personally, if I read like a book and it's all like spicy, then I'm just like, it feels cheap to me. I'm just like, ew, like I just don't like it. But here and there, it totally works. The love interests were fun. There's a character, I don't want to give away too much, named Rye, and I hope that something cool happens with Rye sexually at some point, because I feel like he didn't have his moment to really shine. I feel like he's like a wallflower, and he's like waiting for his moment to be a king, a prince, and I that's my type. That's like my boyfriend is like that. He's a wallflower. So I'm waiting for Rye to have his moment. There was these two blue tabs is when my heart was broken, okay? I feel like looking back, I could have probably foreseen some of these things that when I was like, like in shock. Bitch, I was in shock at certain points of this book, and I was like, well, how could you do this to me? Like, how could you do this to her? I feel like I was the main character, and I really like that she wrote it that way. I feel like the main character, her name is Daphne, she could be anybody. She doesn't describe her as looking at us a certain way. So I have a very certain image in my head that it doesn't look like me at all. Like, okay, it doesn't look like me at all. But She writes it in a point of view where it feels like it could be you. If you want to be that girl, you're like, oh my gosh, I am the main character. I can see myself being with these people and doing these things. She made a really universal main character, and it's so good, guys. I literally could talk about it forever. It's gonna be my new personality for a while. I'm so sorry. I've been making so much content about this book, but I just didn't expect it to like blow me away like this. And I also feel very passionate about the like injustices that are happening to Jessa right now. It's so fricked up. Like, I can't even review this on Goodreads right now because these fools, and it's really good. I would make a really bomb review, and I would give it 5 freaking stars. Go get this book right now. Tell me if you like it. If you don't like it, maybe don't tell me that because I'll feel a little bit embarrassed because I love it so much. I'm gonna be thinking about this and wanting to I'm probably gonna reread this like soon because it was so bomb. Okay, I can't talk about this book anymore. If you have any questions, please comment below. It's incredible. It's amazing. It made me laugh. It made me cry. It was just so fucking good.